All right. Fresh off his doubles bracket win and appearance on ESPN with his partner Caleb Medinka. Also, after his fifth straight G&O Cornhole League win with Kobe Costanza. I had to tell you all about that. And their sorry ass manager, Chris Oakland. Uh, the third best Cobb there is out there out of all his siblings. We could get into that later, but I got him joined by my man Tyler Cobb. What's up, T?
What up?
How you doing, bro?
Can't complain. I'm happy.
Happy?
Feeling good.
Did you get enough sleep?
Yeah, finally.
So you were telling me, I know there's a G&O Cornhole League out here that you guys playing, you and Kobe. It's like an 8 or 9 week league. Then y'all had playoffs Monday night. So you and Kobe, I think, literally flew back and landed at like 4:30 and went straight to the tournament.
Yeah. Yeah.
What time did you get home last night?
I think we got home at like 12. Yeah, somewhere around 12, finally.
Yeah. Well, good, man. So I know you were happy with your performance in Arizona this weekend, but how was it, man? How was the venue? How was everything this weekend?
It was great. Like, I love the venue. It was the same place we always play, but a little, like, different building.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I loved it. Like, everything felt good. Me and Caleb knew we would finally click at some point, and we finally did. Everything worked out. I tell people all the time, like, if you're going to win a bracket or something at the pro level, like, you can throw your absolute 100% best all day long and still not win if you don't catch breaks. And, I mean, we caught the breaks we needed to have. Some things went our way, and it just worked out.
Nice, man. So I got a question. Is this the first time you traveled without the family?
Not the first time. The first time in a while, but
Yeah.
not the first time. I've done it a couple times.
Did you miss them? Be honest.
Yeah, I did. I did. Yeah. I had Kobe and Bobby Joe there with me, so that made up for a little bit of it.
I don't know if that might be Bobby Joe. She's enough herself. Nah, I love Bobby Joe.
Oh, Bobby, we had a blast.
So would you rather hang out with Bobby Joe or Paw Paw?
Don't put me on the spot like that. Both of them.
You can say Paw Paw. She'll be all right. She knows. Paw
I
Paw's an
love
animal.
Papa too.
Nah, they're both
Yeah.
good. So look, man, I feel like this kind of could be a resurgence for you. So newer people to the scene who may not be like very familiar with the Cobb family. I mean, obviously everybody knows who you guys are. I just want you to kind of let them know like how long you've been playing cornhole and how'd you get started into it.
Oh, I think we've been playing for probably 5.5, 6 years now, and we just kind of got started like everybody else, just in the backyard with our grandma. She had some boards, and we kind of played, and we were all right. And then we ended up finding tournaments, local tournaments, and we just started playing at them and started winning them a little bit, and then it just kind of took off from there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, congrats on a successful weekend. Obviously, I mean, I think it goes without saying. It was very impressive. I mean, you guys took down the hottest team in doubles, Tony and Mark Richards. Had to beat Adam Hister and Trey Birchfield, the reigning world champs. Also took down Jimmy and Ian, my poor boy Ian, who they were ranked ninth going into the weekend. I mean, you guys were ranked 87th. So what? I mean, you were saying about how you and Caleb clicked at the right time and things like that going into this week. I mean, what else do you think it was? I mean, do you think? I mean, obviously with your game, I know you played great as well this week, and I think this is obviously the best you've played in a while when it came to this team.
Yeah. I mean, Caleb was always great. I knew he was a stud when we first started playing, when we decided to play together. And I think, like I told Kobe, me and Kobe were talking about it, I don't think Caleb missed a single roll the entire doubles bracket. Like he was doing everything that he wanted to. He was placing his blocks exactly where he wanted to. He was hitting situational rolls, hitting his airmails. I mean, every big shot that we needed to hit all day, I felt like both of us hit it. Like I said, every break we needed to catch all day, I felt like we caught all the breaks that we needed. I mean, like I said, we just both kind of clicked. And after our first game we played of the day, I told Caleb, I'm like, I got to play better than that. He's like, no, you're good. You're good. I'm like, I'll get settled in and we'll be all right. And then we played Jimmy and Ian our second game, and we both like we were like, okay, all right, we're here today, and it just kind of took off from there.
Yeah. So what would you? I mean, obviously you guys are rolling through. I mean, playing against Mark and Tony, you know it's to go to the king seat. So when you guys beat them the first time, were you hoping that they would make it back to playing the king seat, or that you would be able to play somebody else? Just thinking about
No,
that.
a lot of people, a lot of people were like, um, I hope they don't make it back to y'all, and I'm like, I hope they do, like I really do.
Yeah. I mean, it just says a lot. If you do have to, I guess, beat them twice in a row, I mean, just the odds are just not in your favor. I think Michelle Thompson said, and I forget who. I think Mal McCow commented on it, or it said like these guys aren't supposed to be here. And I don't think she meant
Yeah,
anything bad about it. Just like statistically wise, like
yeah,
I mean, you guys are ranked 87th going into it, but just the way you're playing it. And I think it goes kind of to
yeah,
the ACL motto: anybody can play, anybody can win. And I think that's true for if you're on the pro circuit, right? You can get hot at the right time. It's just your day. I mean, were the
yeah.
beers flowing good? I know you were having a few, right?
I mean, yeah, I kind of paced all day. I just kind of like sipped, nothing crazy. I just sipped all day. They
Yeah.
didn't have ultra. I had to drink Coors all day.
Oh shit. That's water. That's probably why you threw good then. So how did the partnership come between you and Caleb?
um, I played with Tubby the year before, and we both swore that we'd never do that again. Because I mean, it just like we both know that we can do it, but it just we didn't click. Like
So you
things just
think
didn't work
Tubby
out.
was weighing
And
you down? Is what you
yeah, he was. Tubby says,
just
"Yeah, right." But when I knew I was gonna have to start looking for a partner, I kind of asked around, and I think Bella was like, "Caleb Mladinko's looking for a partner." I'm like, "For real?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's looking for one because he played with Donovan last year and worked really cool with Donovan too."
right.
And I hit him up and I was like, "Hey, you looking for a partner?" Da da da. And it just we were like, "Yeah, let's do it."
Yeah. And y'all both BG, obviously. So
We both like similar, like we like our bags to play similar,
how do you
slower.
like your bags to play? Slower?
Yeah, his bags are oh my, they might be the best bags I've ever thrown. I love his bags.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, so coming into this year, I mean, what kind of expectations did you have for yourself? I mean, I think you would agree the past couple of years just haven't been the greatest. Whether it's working like we were just talking before we started going to school, other things. You were on the cusp of not being a pro this year. I think everybody knows that, but you did make it.
Mm-hmm.
So does that make you like come in with a chip on your shoulder? I feel like you have to prove something to yourself that you maybe not the worst Cobb.
I mean, yeah. I like I said last year we had a terrible year, and the last couple of years I haven't been my greatest like I was before, and I don't know if it kind of put a chip on my shoulder, but I ended up having to get it by the exemption.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even qualify. I got it by the exemption, and because Tice had already gotten it, and Tubby got in through the qualifier, and Tubby claims I got in because of him,
Hey,
but
whatever, you'll take it. But I mean, look where you're at now, right? So
yeah, I kind of I mean it. I don't know if it put a chip on my shoulder, but I was just kind of like I'm getting older and I'm getting a career and everything,
yeah,
and it's kind of this kind of cornhole's kind of on the back burner now, but
yeah,
I just
you're a
kind of
vet,
wanted to
bro. You're on
enjoy
your
it.
way out, bro. I mean, you're a vet. So I mean,
Retirement.
yeah. Unless you think you go that Damon Dennis route, I mean. So, I mean, you guys do great. Obviously, you make it to ESPN, but you're wearing Gavin's jersey. What's going on with that?
Dude, my jersey didn't come in yet.
Okay, all right.
I was so
That's a
upset.
pass. That's a pass.
Yeah, I was so upset.
No, it's cool. I mean, I know. Like, I didn't. I mean, I didn't know for sure, but I just know like a lot of time. I think these pros just like they forget their jerseys. At least yours didn't come in yet.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I'm not gonna forget mine if I got it.
I didn't know, man, if you were wearing Gavin's jersey for some extra luck or something like that. Thinking maybe throw better, but I mean, it's your first time making. You played on the big stage before. I see. Yeah, I see ESPN. I mean, what did you have any kind of nerves getting back there? I mean, it's been a while, right?
Yeah, actually, I did. Like, used to when I played up there pretty often, and I never really had any nerves. It was kind of like I had been playing good enough to be there, so I knew all I had to continue to do was the same thing. But this time, even though I knew I had been throwing good enough to get there, it was still kind of like nervous leading up to it. But when we were backstage throwing and everything, it all kind of went away, and I was fine going up there.
You were drinking Coors Light again.
Yeah, I was drinking Coors Light again.
Do you wish that it could all been on the same day?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean,
If
it's
it would have
nothing.
been on the same day, I know everybody's going to say would be a different outcome, but I do believe it would have.
Yeah. I mean, it's nothing to hang your head. I mean, you throwing against Jacob was probably. I mean, that kid was just. I mean, he made what 35 out of 36 bags.
Yeah, and
Um,
the one bag he missed was practically in the hole.
yeah, he was on fire, bro. I mean, it's just hard.
Yeah,
It's hard. I don't think you probably were thinking the same thing. After they beat y'all, like I don't think these guys are gonna lose. Jamie
yeah,
threw well, and then Jacob was just on another level. So,
yeah.
I mean,
I kind of like a million things were going through my head at the same time. Like, do I start trying to block Jacob? Because usually I don't necessarily try to block when I'm up there
right.
on TV stage because the boards are normally quicker, which they played good. They really did. They weren't too quick. But I was like, do I start trying to block them? And then risk missing and for sure giving up points, or do I just keep trying? Because Caleb was doing what he had to do on the other end. He was scoring,
Yeah, he had some nice
and
shots, bro. Those roll bags, like you said, were
yeah,
just sweet. But
he was money,
yeah,
and I just I think it got in my head that I was like, all I have to do is wash. All I have to do is wash, and I
yeah. I mean,
couldn't.
it's just like I
It
said,
was just
when the guy's on fire like that, it's gonna be tough. I mean, even I don't know. But you weren't giving up big rounds for the most part. You're just missing a couple bags here and there. But he just took advantage of everything. And he
yeah,
was
he
getting
did.
loud. Does that mess with you when he starts talking and getting loud or anything like that?
No, because I've played against Jacob since for 4 years now. I've played against him so much it don't really bother me. Everybody knows that's just Jacob. That's what he
Right. It's not like
does.
he means anything me by it. It's just how he
Yeah,
tries to rile his partner up and himself. I mean, he's
yeah,
just loud in general. We know how he is.
yeah,
He's crazy. So um, I'd like to work out with him one time and see what he does to get himself hyped.
yeah.
But so, do you think finally getting your other ear pierced helped improve your game?
I think it did, and that was B's idea. That was B's idea.
No, man. So, I mean, going forward, obviously, you guys are gonna move up in the rankings. I mean, what kind of expectations do you have for yourself, and then also for you and Caleb?
It's honestly it's the perfect time for us to click like we did because we had Mesa this weekend, then 2 more weeks is Colorado, so it's kind of back to back, and then I think like another 2 weeks after that is Fort Worth, so it's back to back to back. So it's perfect time for us to get hot. And I mean, going into this year, I was kind of like, this is probably going to be my last year, you know.
Yeah,
But if me and Caleb continue to do like we're doing, then I might would try it again. But I think he's feeling great right now. I'm feeling great, so I expect us to continue to play well. I'm
yeah.
not saying finish like we did, but I hope we finish like we did. But
Well, yeah.
I expect us to continue playing well.
Better for your rankings and your pockets, right? So,
Yeah,
but
if it weren't for the open standings counting for towards doubles, we would be top 10 right now. I don't
yeah.
like that the open
You think it's
standings
too much?
counting.
They weigh too much on there?
It is because, like, I mean, it was the beginning of the season, and usually every year we go to everything, and by the time the nationals get here, we're burnt out,
Right.
and you're like, "Gosh, I'm tired of traveling." So this year we didn't go to the opens and stuff
I know.
because we didn't want to be burnt out for the nationals. We just went to the 2 or 3 that we needed to, and it kind of hurt us in the standings. But it is what it is. We can pick it back up.
Yeah, I mean this will help you a lot, and I think are the signature events worth more, right?
I think so. Well,
I know,
I don't know if I don't even know how the points work now, but I know there's 6 and 4
yeah,
count
they
no
take
matter
four of
what.
them, right? Right.
Yeah.
I get that. Well, this will help your rankings for sure. Especially, I mean, you might not have to go through that gauntlet again in the next bracket. to play all those
Yeah.
guys right up front like that. So, what about for yourself? What
Yeah.
do you think as far as your singles game? And how's that been going? What do you think you need to do there, if anything?
Honestly, the past probably 6 months, 6 to 8 months, I've been playing better in singles than I have in doubles. Like I've been throwing great in singles. I mean, everything's just kind of clicking. I changed my throw up at the beginning of this year,
Yeah,
and it feels great. And I've been playing great in singles, but I've been kind of iffy in doubles. But this weekend it was kind of flip flop. Like I didn't throw bad in singles. I think I went 3-2. I finished like 19th in my bracket, but it just kind of flip flop. I was better in doubles than I was in singles.
what did you do to change your throw?
I switched from left foot forward to right foot forward,
Oh, really?
and yeah, everybody has always talked about the little hitch I had in
Where you
my
touch
throw
your
where
button,
I
it
wrapped
looks
it
like.
around my back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I took that out to where I kind of just simplified everything. It's kind
Wow,
of
bro,
just
that was
straight
like
back, straight forward.
that always reminded me of like when I first started getting into cornhole. Probably when you first started getting into it, you just got way better than me. Like the old Josh Groves method. You used to do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So you don't touch your butt anymore. I get
No, it's simple. Straight back, straight forward now.
it. So what do you think has been the difference? I guess you see in the pro division this year over the last couple of years, other than obviously the talent is obviously has gotten a lot better. People are playing more. Talent's getting younger. What is there any other difference you think within the pro division that you've seen this year? It's I guess been I don't know different, or been more challenging, or maybe easier.
I think it's been harder. I don't
Yeah,
think you can say anything about the pro division is getting easier. Because I mean, you got elite players that can win a national at any time.
yeah,
All it takes is for them to get hot. It's always every year it's the same thing though. For the past, I would say, 3 years, all the pros we're all good enough now. It's
yeah,
just all in whoever puts it together that day, whoever's feeling the best that day, whoever catches the breaks, and but I don't know. I think it's getting harder and harder just because, like you said, the competition is just stupid. Like people
yeah,
can people throwing 11 sevens and losing. Like I don't like
yeah.
that.
That's crazy. I can't imagine. Do you so do you like how they did this year with like the shootouts in regular format? Do you care for shootouts? Or, I mean, that shootout worked in your favor in the past, right? You did well.
Yeah, it did. Even back then, I hated it. I hated the 12 rounds, but
Right.
that's the only thing I could ever get a title in or win anything in. I don't know. I mean, sometimes I like it and sometimes I don't. I don't know.
Just depends how you
I
throw
think
it.
it just kind of mixes it up, makes it different.
Yeah. Well, I think they're getting rid of it anyway. So.
Yeah, I do agree. I will agree, even though I don't like it. I will agree it's better for TV.
Oh
The
yeah.
12 rounds.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I guess it has its pros and cons. I think
Yeah,
it's better too. I think for sure in the teams aspect, it's better because the way some of those games go is just unreal.
yeah,
How do you feel
yeah,
about the teams format? I mean, I think Tubby's the champion, right? He's the team's champion, bro. Um,
yeah.
how do you like the teams format that they changed it this year and how it works?
No, I don't like it at all. I think it's stupid
Yeah,
because I mean doubles is the most exciting thing of the sport.
right.
I feel like everybody would agree with that. And the way that they had the doubles team set up 7 games, that I don't think you could have went wrong by ever changing that. I just think now it's stupid because who wants to play singles and teams and who
Right.
wants to play crew cup and teams and the tandem
Yeah.
doubles? Yeah, it's cool, it's exciting, but it's just not. It's weird. I don't like it.
Yeah, I
It's
think it's
stupid.
fun. I mean, it's cool to play crew cup every now and then, but if you're just joking around, but I think the way they try and promote the teams aspect and try and make it like more serious, it's hard for guys like you, the pros or whatever, to take a crew cup part serious. It's just obviously there's money
Yeah,
into it, so people are always going to want to take it seriously, but it's still a team thing. So I think they have more fun with it, and it's not going to be as
yeah,
serious. I mean, I watched my boy Jeremiah. Well, he's just I don't know, he's a different person himself, but like when they were playing teams.
yeah,
I mean, him and Hart were just getting worked. Ryan, and obviously they're old doubles team, but they were just getting whooped on. And halfway through, you can
still
tell
having
like
fun.
they're just having fun with it, like like whatever.
Yeah,
But I think the teams thing is fun. It can be fun, and I think it's something they're still working on. But I agree with you. I think it should be full doubles. the whole way through. I think it would make drafting different. I think it would make things more entertaining, even though some games are lopsided. But I think you're going to have that more so with Crew Cup and
Yeah.
singles can just be. I think singles can be boring, right? So it
Yeah,
just
it
goes
can.
without saying. So especially when you're watching it, everybody takes it serious. There's no talking trash back and forth for the most part in singles. In doubles, you get that most of the time, especially in teams. So I would agree with you. Um,
Yeah.
if there's anything else you could change about the ACL, and what would it be? I mean, other than the standings, the way they take the points for the standings, the teams aspect, what else?
The open standings should not count towards your pro points.
Yeah,
That's stupid.
yeah,
Just go back to how it was, man. Like, look at the numbers. Everything's going down. Nobody wants to play anymore because the points are like us pros, we have no reason whatsoever to go play unless it's a pro or open.
right.
We have no reason to have local points, no reason to play in regionals.
Yeah,
Like,
unless there's
it
like
just,
added money to the pot and stuff like that.
yeah. And I mean, there's a lot of,
Do you think? So I know you don't like how the open stage counts for points, but do you like how at the opens that the pros still have their own division? Or you think it should still be wide
no.
open?
I think that's the stupidest thing they've done
I don't know. I think it
because,
worked great. I mean, I won tier two, but if it wasn't for that, I probably would have been tier three. So, no, I agree. Though. I mean, it is fun playing against pros. You know,
yeah.
I
And
think
I
it
mean,
makes
like, part of the opens is you getting somebody that you can't normally play with, and you're
right.
in a pro event and playing an open with them. Like Tice last year was supposed to play an open with Cash, but Cash ended up getting sick and couldn't be there, so he ended up getting to play with Mama in an open. Like,
Right.
and then I don't know. It's just,
Yeah, I think for
and
like the
then
casual player like myself, obviously I've been around for a few years now, so I'm very familiar with the pros. I have good relationships with a lot of them, so I'll go up and talk to them. But I think for the casual players, like who don't get to travel as much, who don't get to go, who get excited about these big events coming to their town, they want to have the ability or the option to play against pros. Yeah, they might get their ass kicked,
yeah,
but it's still fun to say,
yeah,
hey, I played against this person, I scored a couple points now and then, you know. Whereas
exactly.
now you're stuck watching them. You can only play in a blind draw with them if you're an advanced player, right? So,
Yeah.
um, but no, I agree with you there. I think there's a lot of changes going on. Um,
And don't stop doing the stupid stuff where they give prizes to the lower divisions.
I don't
Why
know.
would
See,
you want the prize?
I I had to disagree with you there. Um, like I said, I did win tier two, not to my own horn, but I think like when looking in the past of what they unless they changed the payouts for the lower divisions. But I think like winning tier two in the past, I think you would only get like $200 or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So in tier two this year, I won a set of boards, which is elite boards at retail for what 450 or whatever. Um,
yeah,
that I was able to sell to like a director, right? So that makes up for that there. I also won a free entry into another open event, which is like 60 or
hmm,
70 bucks. Plus you get the plaque and the jersey. So I just think the value is more there. And if I
yeah,
go to like an event, an open or anything like that, which I'll be playing, I'm not expecting to make it in tier one where all the money's going to be anyways and win it, right? So I think the fact for the lower divisions that they do get something like that, I think a lot of people do appreciate those little plaques and things like that. And um,
yeah. The plaques. Yeah,
yeah,
everybody's gonna love
and
plaques.
plaques to jerseys. I got the jersey or whatever. But my only complaint about the
Yeah,
jersey, it doesn't say like which specific open you want. It just says open champion. But it also doesn't say what tier I want either. So I could just put tier one on there. So no,
that's
people know.
pretty cool.
No, people know better. So yeah, I guess we're in a disagreement there. Unless you're one of the good players and you know you're going to be making tier one and playing for like that top money. So, but I would
Yeah,
rather that than make $200 going. And at that point, if
yeah, that makes sense.
$200 doesn't get me far, that's just going to go well towards my drinking, I guess. But uh, so so what? Yeah. So you were telling me before you start, man. You're working and you're in school. I don't think many people know what you're in school for. They probably wouldn't have to if they know you well. They probably wouldn't have to take many guesses to figure it out. So, so what were you
Yeah,
in school to be?
I've been in school for the last 7 months to be a casino dealer,
Nice, nice.
and I just finished a few weeks ago, and I applied and I got my first job. I actually start this coming Wednesday. I go to orientation. So like Tubby called me. I talked to Tubby at one point. He was like, "Man, you're having a week. You won your bracket, played on ESPN. Now you get to go to work." I'm like, "Yeah."
Well,
I love it.
does it make you nervous knowing that like people like me, Tubby, Chris Oakland, Braden, all those other gamblers at Kona casinos are gonna come in there and probably harass you while you're at your job?
So I can take it. That's one thing Tubby said. He was like, I couldn't do it. If a drunk guy hollers at me and says something, I'm like, what are they gonna do? I can handle it.
You do go to casinos a lot. What do you like to play the most? I mean, is it like table games, video poker? Like, what would you
I like
prefer?
to play the table games.
Yeah. Which
And
one?
I like
Blackjack?
slots too.
Slots? Well, I know
I
that's what
don't
mine
like
is.
blackjack.
Blackjack, what do you like to play?
I like to play Mississippi Stud, Ultimate Texas Hold'em, all the carnival games.
I played
The ones where
last
you can
time.
win the big money.
Yeah, I played when I was for the Biloxi Open. We were at Beau Rivage. I think you're all at the IP. But we were playing crisscross poker. That's the first time I ever played that crap.
Yes.
That shit
I
was
love
weird.
that game.
Do you?
It's all it is Mississippi Stud, but instead of
Right.
just sideways and down, up and down.
Mississippi Stud's kind of similar to, was it three card poker?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. You have to
You're
teach
just
me
trying to make
something.
a 5 card hand.
My favorite thing to play is Texas Hold'em, but I don't ever just go sit in a casino and play like that. I'm usually with a group of people, and you might be in that room for a while. Uh, so
I like playing
anyways,
poker.
I updated the rankings for the Cops. All right, you moved up. You were number 4. This is between you, Tice, Tay Tay, and Tubby. You were number 4. All right. So we'll go from the top to the bottom. Tay Tay's still number 1. Okay.
Yeah.
Tice is number 2. He's hard to replace. You know, Tice is my baby. You moved up to number 3, and it's not because you made the ESPN. It's because you finally pierced your other ear, and also because Tubby does not know how to use a pocket knife and cut his finger. So
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just embarrassing. He's supposed to be a country boy. You know what I mean? Where you guys live doing all this, and you can't even use a pocket knife correctly. Shit.
Dude, I don't know how he didn't cut his finger all the way off. I really don't.
So did you decide to be a dealer because you were tired of working with Tubby and Tice? I mean, Tice is the one that's always working. I feel like you always record. You know.
Yeah, Ty's always. It's because Ty's always doing stupid shit. We're videoing him because it's funny.
Yeah.
But I just knew that I liked playing.
Yeah.
And Mom was actually the one that brought it up one day. She was like, "Why don't you go look into doing that?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do that." And I looked into it so I could go to school for it and went to school. And I've been in night school for probably 5 of the 7 months. So that's why I haven't been able to play cornhole.
Yeah.
Because I go to school from 4 to 8 in the evenings. I haven't been able to play. I haven't been able to practice. I just the only time I ever play is on Monday nights now at
Yeah.
league.
So how does that work? So now, if you're dealing at a casino, are you allowed to gamble at that casino, or you have to go to a different one?
I think it's different at all of them. Like at the one that I'm working at now, they said that I can still come in and play the slot machines. I can't play the tables because
Yeah.
I'm a dealer and that's where I work, but I can still go play the slot machines and the sports book.
Well, good. All right, T. Well, I got a couple of little this or that questions for you, and then we'll let you get in and get going. Probably go back to sleep or play video games, whatever you plan on doing. Um,
Play video games.
so, would you rather drink whiskey or beer?
Beer.
All right. This one's for ladies. I think I know the answer. Would you rather a blonde or a brunette?
Blonde.
Yeah, I know. I think that's all you ever talk to is blonde girls, and it shows. Um, would you rather live in the city or the country?
I don't know. I mean,
I know
like
you
when
come
we
out to
go
New Orleans
travel,
sometimes, right? And you see like, oh
yeah,
man, this city life. Huh?
yeah. I love like when I'm over there. I love that, but I also love like we live in the country. I also love like I can walk out my front yard and take a piss on the porch.
Is it because it's small or
uh,
just because you have nobody around?
Nobody's around.
Just kidding. No, I get it, man. I always said if I had a bunch of money, I'd move to the country where nobody lives like within a half mile of me. Have my own land, chill. I mean,
Yeah.
you guys kind of have a farm, mini farm yourselves. All the animals y'all got
Yeah.
over there, um, but no, I get it. I mean, you're still young, so when I was your age, I was definitely enjoying the city life and going out partying out down here. I mean, there's not like partying in New Orleans, so um,
Yeah, I love it.
yeah, you can't handle it. That's a problem. Every time you go out, I hear
Yeah.
about you throwing up and shit. It's
No. A couple
so.
of times I've thrown up.
So, would you rather have no arms or no legs?
No legs.
No legs.
I could still use my arms.
I agree. I
Have
agree.
fingers and stuff.
Would you rather be able to see into the future or change things in your past?
Mm. Change things in the past.
Yeah. All right. Would you rather have a cook or a maid?
Mm. I already got a cook. Mama's a cook. Give me a maid.
Mama can't cook for you forever, ass. You gotta start cooking for her sometimes. Shit.
And Mama and Nana, all I gotta do is I'll come here and eat every day. When I move, when I'm moving out, I'll come here and eat every day.
That's sad. That's it. Well, that's all I got, T. I appreciate you taking the time, man, and congrats. And I'm happy that you had a good, successful weekend. I know you're happy too. I know you appreciate it, and everybody else does around you. So, I mean, you appreciate a game. You just like having fun.
Yeah.
So before I let you go, yeah, you got the Colorado Signature event coming up, and then Fort Worth. I'll see you in Fort Worth. So, um, you want to thank and shout out any of your sponsors?
Yes, absolutely. I want to shout out, of course, BG Cornhole, Rich. Man, I've been with Rich since the beginning. I love that dude. Shout out to BG Cornhole. Shout out to Dirty Bags Cornhole with them this year. They got the best. You can go to their website. They got anything to do with cornhole. Shout out to my man Lee with Reckless Lee. If I wouldn't have worn my shirt to League last night, I would have wore it now. But it's dirty. It stinks. I love Lee.
I'm gonna mute that
Lee.
part. Just kidding. I love Lee too. Honestly, he's from around here. Lee's a good guy. I'm happy for him in the apparel. He's
Yeah,
doing good things with that.
and he is. He sends. I got a banner that says "Reckless Lee Pro Tyler Cobb." We hung it up in the shop.
Hell yeah.
He made it for me. He sent it to me.
Not to
And
mention, he
shout
gets
out
some
to
of those
Love.
proceeds back. So too, he donates some of them. So.
Yes, he does. He does. I love Lee. Shout out to Level 'em Up Cornhole, Mr. Bob Mall. That's what we put on our boards in the shop to level them out.
Yeah.
Makes it because when we did our concrete in the shop, we poured it and it started raining, so it messed up the concrete. So we put those things on our board and it flattens them out just like we're playing on flat ground.
Yeah.
And shout out TC3, of course. Y'all go to tc3cornhole.com.
Hell yeah.
Get y'all some TC3 merch and Manville Seafood.
Yeah. There you go. Well, awesome.
Me
T.
and Jared.
Where's Nugget? I told you if you we're doing an interview, I had to see the goat, bro. So.
Tay supposed to be going to get Nugget. I don't know where she's at. Let me call her. Nugget. We got Nugget. The donkey's name is Rufus.
Rufus? She name all these animals?
Tice names them.
Oh, that's the problem.
Where's Nugget?
I'll get him.
Hurry up.
Okay, bye.
Well, yeah, I think we got. They actually downsized on the goats. We got 13 goats now.
Jeez, I didn't know y'all had that many.
Yeah.
So why is Nugget?
had
Is he the favorite?
Yeah, he is.
Is he the nicest?
He's little. He's fully grown, and he's so little. He looks like a baby.
I always said I wanted to get a baby goat one day, bro. I just watch those videos on YouTube where they jump and just kick off at things. Shit.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they are.
Yeah. 13 goats.
They're so fun.
That's hilarious.
It is.
How do the dogs like them?
I don't know. The goats and everything stay in the pen, and
Right.
Harper, old dog Harper, nothing bothers him. He just kind of chills with them.
Yeah.
But Phoebe, the little Boston Terrier we got now, she's a crackhead. She'll run out there and chase them.
Jeez. That's funny.
The boys said they're getting rid of the donkey, but I'm not going to let them.
They get rid of the donkey.
No, I'm not going to let them. That's my dude. I love that thing.
The donkey?
Yes. Gosh, he's so cool. He just chills, and he's so sweet. He'll, like, rub his head up against you. I love him. Oh, here's Nugget.
Nugget! Hey, Nugget!
Hey, Nugget.
That's funny.
We get him a smile.
Yeah, get him to smile.
Give me it today.
Oh, jeez.
Smile, Nugget.
Smile, Nugget. Smile, Nugget.
Smile, Nugget.
Smile. Smile, Nugget. Oh, he didn't want to do it right now.
That's all right. That's all right. All right,
I'm
T.
mad at you.
Yeah, he's fat. He's eating good. All right, T. Who you got winning tonight? The Timberwolves or the Warriors?
I
Or
think
the
the
series.
Timberwolves take game one. I don't know. I like both teams. I think the Timberwolves are hot right now, though, so I think they win the series.
I'm riding with him, too. So, all right, T. Well, I'll let you go, man. I appreciate it. And I'll see you one of these nights soon. So, if not next Monday, yeah, I'll definitely see you next Monday for sure. Not before, so.
Yeah.
All right. Later, bro.
Later, Reed.